Hello everyone, welcome to the Simperion IAS YouTube channel. Let's continue with the discussion of 2020 prelims paper. In this video, we will cover from the question number 31 to the question number 60. With reference to the cultural history of India, which one of the following is the correct description of the term paramitas? The correct answer is the perfections whose attainment led to the bodhisattva path. See, in the Buddhism normally has the four noble truth, eightfold path, that is perfection. To reach enlightenment, one should follow the four noble truth, eightfold path to reach nibbana or enlightenment. These four noble truth or the eightfold path are the qualities necessary for enlightenment, which is called as paramitas. Let's continue with the next question. In the context of Indian history, the Rakamabai case of 1884 revolved around Rakamabai mainly revolved around the case of Rakamabai mainly revolved around the women rights. So it's not related to education, women rights to gain education, it's not related to the education. It's related to the age of consent, the age of consent for women. That is related to the marriage. The restitution of conjugal rights. The meaning of restitution of conjugal right is restoration of previously enjoyed right of marriage. Restoring like old marriage rights which were there practiced in the society but which are taken away, restoring that, restitution of conjugal rights, the marriage rights, and age of consent, that is related to the marriage. So with relate to conjugal rights, if you find that word difficult, you can, whenever you find any word difficult or you don't understand the meaning of that word, please refer Hindi translation. If you can understand Hindi, that will help you to some extent. Say she didn't talk about the education rights, she mainly dealt with the marriage rights. So answer is 2 and 3. Let's go to the next question. The indigo cultivation in India declined by the beginning of 20th century because of unprofitability in the world market because of new invention. Unprofitability. Because already in the Europe, they have came up with synthetic dye. So the natural blue dye lost its relevance or lost its importance. So it has become unprofitable. So this question was asked in CDS 2010, NDA 2012 and UPSC 1994. Let's go to the next question. Wellesley established a Fort William College, Calcutta because he wanted to train British civilians or British civil servants for administrative purpose in India. The Fort William College was founded in Calcutta in 1800 by Wellesley, mainly for making the British officials familiarize with the local culture and the local language. One of the important purposes is familiarize, sorry, I think the spelling is wrong, I'll write it again. Familiarize with the local culture and language. That is the purpose of the Port William College, where Lord Wellesley established it to train the civil servants. Let's move on to the next question. Even this particular question is asked PYQ 2018, UPSC, that is CDS 2018 and 19. Next question is related to the Birsa Munda revolt. With reference to the history of India, the Ulgulan, the Great Tumult, is a description of which one of the following? That is Birsa Munda revolt 1899 to 1900. Asked two times again in the CDS 17 and CAP of 2015. See, normally the people, the original inhabitants of the forest, they are called Kunt Kattidar. The Kunt Kattidars, the Mundas, are the original inhabitants of those area. They had a preferential rent rate. They had some concession in the rent, so they enjoyed that right. But with the advent of Jagirdars and Tikadars, that preferential rent system was taken away. So the Mundas rose in revolt. The consequences of the Munda rebellion was Chota Nagpur Tenancy Act 1908 came into existence. The legal protection to their land right. After the one of the consequences of Munda revolt is Chota Nagpur Tenancy Act 1908 came into existence, which gave them the right. Another important is Kunt. KHUNT, Kunt Kattidar. These are the people related to the collection of land rent in this forest area were inhabited by the Mundas. Later, that right was taken away from the Kunt Kattidars and given to the Jagirdars and the Tikadars. So the Mundas lost their right to the land, their preferential rent system or the concession in the land rents, which was taken away. The people, the Mundas revolted. Mainly the Mundas revolted. The consequences is Chota Nagpur Tenancy Act 1908. With reference to the scholars' literature of the ancient India, consider the following statement. Panini is associated with the Pushyamitra. No, Panini is not associated with the Pushyamitra. One of the important works, Panini is important, like famous for his work Ashtadhyayi. Ashtadhyayi, that is a work on Sanskrit grammar, is famous for that. First statement is wrong. Pushyamitra Sunga was during 185 BC and Panini was during the 5th century BCE. Amarasimha associated with Harshavardhana. Amarasimha associated with the Vikramaditya or the Chandragupta too. Amarasimha's famous work are Amara Kosha and Namalinga Shasana. Amara Kosha and Namalinganam Shasana. Kalidasa associated with the Chandragupta too. The third statement is correct. The Kalidasa's famous works are Abhijna Shakuntala, Malavikagni Mitra, Raghu Vamsha, Kumara Sambhava. Mainly the four works. Please, for all the ancient scholars, remember their contemporary kings, whether they are court poet of which of the kings, and their works. In this case, the correct answer is only 3. Amarasamma is not Harshavardhana, it is Chandragupta too. 2 important works of Amarasimha, important works of Panini, that is Ashtadhyayi. 4 important works of Kalidasa, that is Abhijna Shakuntala, Malakagnivitra, Raghuvamsha, and Kumara Sambhava. Even this question was part of the PYQ, that is NDA 2009, partly, not completely, CAP of 2013 and 2015. Let's go to the next question. In the context of recent advances of human reproductive technology, pro-nuclear transfer referred to? It's referred to a prevention of mitochondrial diseases in the offsprings. This was a current affairs then. It was asked. In the pro-nuclear transfer, the nucleus of the deceased zygote is replaced with the healthy nucleus from another zygote. In this case, the deceased nucleus is replaced with a healthy nucleus from another zygote. With reference with the present state of development, artificial intelligence can effectively do which one of the following? See, normally people in this case mark D as an answer. In this case, D is not an answer. Text to speech conversion, that is already there, you know it, it has to be an answer, it is already there. Disease diagnosis, it is also there. Bring down electricity consumption in industrial units. So using the artificial intelligence, the amount of electricity required can be predicted, and once that prediction is made, at what time what amount of electricity is required, when it has to electricity has to be on, when it has to be off, what quantity of electricity is required, what watts of electricity is required. So with that prediction, one has to be correct. So 2 and 3, actually 2 and 5 are wrong. Wireless transmission of electrical energy. See, this sounds with the basic awareness wrong. 5 has to be wrong. There is no wireless transmission of electrical energy. To transfer electrical energy, it requires a medium. It requires some medium. It cannot transfer through air or the vacuum. So there is no wireless transmission of electrical energy. So 5 is wrong. Wrong. Create a meaningful short stories and songs. See, by that logic, in the today's advancement with the chat GPT and other AI tools, even 2 sounds correct, but 5 is clearly wrong, so answer is B. With reference to the visible light communication technology, which one of the following statements are correct? VLC uses electromagnetic spectrum wavelength 375 to 780 nm. VLC known as a long range optical wireless communication. VLC can transmit a large amount of data faster than Bluetooth. VLC has no electromagnetic interference. The correct answer is 1, 3 and 4. So though the first statement has a fact, that is correct, VLC uses the electromagnetic spectrum wavelength 375 to 780 nm. VLC is long range optical wireless communication. It is actually a short range. VLC can transmit, again it is talking about possibilities, so 3 has to be correct. VLC has no electromagnetic interference. Though this statement sounds extreme, this particular statement is correct. So it's short range. See, whenever UPSC does all this, temperature increases, they will replace with temperature decreases. Long range, they will replace with short range. more than, they will replace with lesser than, greater than, lesser than. They will replace this with the opposite words of that particular word. So usually such, you have to be careful with the such words or sentences. Let's move on to the next question. It's related to the blockchain. With reference to the blockchain technology, consider the following statement. In the public ledger that everyone can inspect, but which no single user can control. It is correct. This is a perfect definition of blockchain technology. The structure and design of blockchain is such that all extreme modes, all the data in it's about cryptocurrency only. No, see, cryptocurrency, one of the use case of blockchain is in the cryptocurrency. There are other use cases in the purchasing online, in the supply chain management, and many other things, not only just a cryptocurrency. So statement 2 is extreme and it is commonsensically it is wrong. Application that depend on a basic feature of blockchain can be developed without anybody's permission. Correct. See, one of the reason for emergence of blockchain technology is decentralization. No corporation or nobody controlling it. So even 3 has to be correct, 1 is correct. Let's go to the next question. With reference to carbon nanotubes, consider the following statement. They can be used as carriers for drugs and antigens in the human body. They can be used, possibility correct. They can be made into artificial blood capillaries for an injured person, injured part of the human body. They can be used in biochemical sensors. 3 is correct. Carbon nanotubes are biodegradable. The answer is 1, 3 and 4. Carbon nanotubes are biodegradable. See, now think, if it is degradable, how it can be used as capillaries? When it is bio not degradable, then it can be used as artificial blood capillaries. When it is biodegradable, it cannot be put inside a human body. So I find 1 and though 2 as a can be possibility, one of the 2 or 4 has to be correct. Either 2 is correct or 4 is correct. It has 2 and 4, it is wrong. It has 2 and 4, it is wrong. 3 is correct, Europe. No, it so C is an answer. See, UPSC normally gives a hint. And whenever, before using the tricks, please understand this, before using the tricks, first use your basic knowledge. Once you exhaust your knowledge base, then only use the tricks or intelligent elimination techniques. The basic common sense here, something that is biodegradable cannot be used as a blood capillary for injured parts because it is degradable, it is biodegradable. Consider the following activities. Spraying pesticides, what at present level of technology, which one of the following can be successfully carried out using the drones? Spraying pesticides, as it is done in the advanced farming. Inspecting the craters of active volcano, 100% it can be done. Collecting the breath samples from spouting whales for DNA analysis can be done. So it is talking about possibility, all can be done. The experiment will employ a trio of spacecraft flying in formation in the shape of an equilateral triangle that has sides 1 million km long with a laser shining between the craft. The experiment in the question refers to. See, the LISA Pathfinder. The LISA Pathfinder is of European Space Agency. It is for the gravitational waves. The LIGO detector again is for gravitational waves. Evolved LISA, it is also for the gravitational universe or the gravitational waves. New Horizon is for interplanetary probe, that is for space probe. Voyager 2, it is mainly the gas giants, that is Uranus and Neptune exploration. Answer is evolved LISA. Even this particular question was asked 3 times in the UPSC in 2017, 2006 and 2018. Let's go to the next question. Consider the following statement. Genetical changes can be introduced in the cells that produce eggs or sperms of the prospective parents. Can, again it's talking about can be correct. A person's genome can be edited before a birth at an early embryonic stage, can be edited X. There are topics like gene editing, etc., genome editing or gene editing, so it has to be correct. Or another one, I think first one topic is, if I'm not wrong, it is germ line, the concept for that. This is an explanation for a concept, germ line editing, genome editing, germ line editing, gene editing. Human induced pluripotent stem cells can be injected into embryo of pig. Even that is correct. All three are talking about possibility. There is no reason that they have to be wrong, so answer is D. Let's move on to see another thing is, again the question similar to the gene editing asked in the previous year as well. In these questions cannot be prepared. Please don't think this, it's very difficult to prepare for such options or such questions. You have to use your basic knowledge and then kind of an intelligent elimination techniques or your logic to solve these questions. You cannot prepare for all these questions. It's difficult to judge that UPSC will ask such options. Human induced pluripotent stem cells can be injected into embryo of pigs. It is just a common sense that, or the gut feeling you go with. Whenever you solve the many PYQ questions, you'll understand how to solve the questions which are kind of unfamiliar, but how those questions can be tackled. What is the importance of using pneumococcal conjugate vaccines in India? These vaccines are effective against pneumonia as well as meningitis and sepsis, correct? The dependence on the antibiotics that are not effective against drug-resistant bacteria can be reduced, correct? These vaccines have no side effect and no allergy. See, any of the vaccines will have side effects, like most of them, like fever. You have taken the COVID vaccine, even it has like side effect of fever, headache. Usually for most of the vaccines there will be some headache, so it is very difficult to say no side effect or no allergic reaction. So 3 is eliminated, so answer is 1 and 2. Let's go to the next question. In India, the term public key infrastructure is used in the context of public security infrastructure, digital security infrastructure. One of the digital security infrastructure is digital signature, which includes a cryptographic key, So the public key infrastructure is related to digital security infrastructure. Again, you can see here 1 and 2 are very similar. Forget about digital and food, security infrastructure. When two statements are almost kind of similar, one among them will be answer. When you reduce the possibility to the A and B, you clearly know that answer is A, that like it is no public key infrastructure is not to a food security things. Which one of the following statements are correct regarding the general difference between the plant and animal cells? The plant cells have the cellulose. Plant cells have cellulose cell walls while the animal cells do not. See, I'll write the difference between the plant cell and animal cell here. The plant cell and animal cell. Plant cells, they have a like cell wall. Plant cell have cell wall and animal cell do not have cell wall. And plant cells have one large vacuole, vacuole. Animal cells have many small vacuole. Let's come back to this particular question now. Plant cells have cellulose cell walls while the animal cells do not. Yes, animal cells do not have the cell walls. So one is correct. The plant cells do not have the plasma membrane unlike animal cells do. See, cell wall is usually made up of two things, okay? One is cellulose membrane, another one is plasma membrane. So animal cell do not have both. So, or whenever the UPSC gives this statement, this but not that, animal cell have this and plant cell do not have this, and whenever you are not sure of that fact, please be wary of that. So, but it's a pure fact, it's a basic awareness, this comes in the basic biology syllabus. Plant has the cell wall which is made up of cellulose and plasma. Animal do not have any cell wall, so statement 2 is wrong. Mature plant cells has one large vacuola, correct, while the animal cells have many small vacuola. I have explained this here, vacuola, one large vacuola and many large vacuola. Even 3 is correct. 1 and 3 is answer. The question related to the plant and animal cell were asked in CDS 2014 and NDA 2012. Let's move on to the next question. Which one of the following are the reasons or factors for exposure to the benzene pollution? Automobile exhaust, correct. Tobacco smoking, wood burning, varnished wooden furniture and product made of polyurethane. The UPSC has given answer as A. But it is still doubtful, but if you go through the information, long-term exposure of a benzene will have a health impact, plus usually it is felt that answer for this particular question is all 5, but UPSC has given just 1, 2, 3 as answer. Using the varnished wooden furniture, using the products made of polyurethane. See, another common sense here to use, if a varnished wooden furniture is hazardous, why will people use it? So in that way you can eliminate it. Everybody's house people have the varnished wooden furniture. If it was hazardous because of a benzene exposure, why will the people use it? The industry itself will change. There would have been people talking against that because it has a negative health impact. So you can eliminate that way using product made up of polyurethane. So even if the products are health hazardous, had health impact, people will not make a product from polyurethane. People will not make a product itself. So that is one way of analyzing it and eliminating the 4 and 5. But in the exam situation it is difficult, so please remember it. It's kind of a new trick or a new awareness. Whenever they say a daily used product like wood furniture, everybody's house has a wood furniture. If varnish made to the wood furniture had an health impact to the kind of benzene exposure, people would be not using a varnished wood furniture because it has less impact, which doesn't have almost no impact or on the health, people are using it. So the statement 4 has to be wrong, 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 wrong. So sorry for little confusion here. The answer is A. But with the normal tukka, people will mark the D. The answer is not D. Please understand this. If wood furniture, using wood furniture, varnished wood furniture had any health impact, people would have been not using it. Thank you. The answer is, the similar question regarding benzene pollution was asked in NDA 2016 as well. If another global financial crisis happens in the near future, which one of the following actions, policies are most likely to give some immunity to India? Not depend. See, one of the global financial crisis, it talks about global financial crisis. So if the crisis happens, say in the US, one of the way India can remain less impacted or not impacted is less dependency on capital or for the trade on other countries, either for capital or for trade on other countries, on USA, in this case USA, on other countries. No, not depending on a short-term foreign borrowings, correct? Opening up more to the foreign bank. If you open up more to the foreign bank, there will be more impact. So 2 is eliminated. Maintaining full capital account convertibility. See, currency converted to the foreign currency at a prevailing exchange rate. See, what is full capital account convertibility? Currently Indian capital account convertibility, it is a limited. India has a restrictions. It requires some government permissions. It has some regulatory challenges. If that regulatory challenges are taken away, and if current account convertibility, if it is made with no restrictions or full current capital account convertibility, there will be a capital flight. There will be easy capital flight. There is no restriction. Currently there is a restriction. So if there is a $1 million invested in India, suddenly quickly it cannot be taken away from India. There are some regulatory challenges because India doesn't allow full capital account convertibility. When that is allowed, when people find there is some economic crisis, there will be capital flight from India. People want to take out their money as soon as possible. So full capital account convertibility will make or increase the volatility, or will make India more susceptible to the global financial crisis. So even 3 is not an answer. Answer is 1. The similar question were asked related to global financial crisis and what will happen, what India should take action. CDS 2010 and UPSC 2013. This question was asked. If you withdraw 1 lakh in cash from your demand deposit account at your bank, the immediate effect on the aggregate money supply in the economy will be. It is unchanged. I will explain the concept. There is a formula. You just need to know the formula to solve this. It's a very easy question. The formula in this case is money supply, that is M. Here M in this case is money supply equal to cash in hand. C is cash in hand, demand deposit and other deposit. Say if they are saying, if people say there is currently 1 lakh in cash, people have 1 lakh in cash, 1 lakh in demand deposit and 1 lakh in other deposit. Okay, what is the money supply totally? 3 lakh, correct? Say when people take out 1 lakh in demand deposit, the demand deposit I'll write here, the OD other deposit will remain as 1 lakh. I'll write clearly. Other deposit will remain as 1 lakh. That is not impacted. Demand deposit will become 0 because you have withdrawn. But the cash element will go to how much? 2 lakh. Already they have 1 lakh in cash. Demand deposit they have cashed in. So it will become a cash in hand. So it is 2 lakh. So total is again a 3 lakh. Money supply is 3 lakh. So in the economy, the money supply remains unchanged. Please understand money supply, that is M1, the formula for money supply, etc. It is very important. They have asked 3 times UPSC 2002, 13, 1997, CAPF 2018. Let's go to the next question. One second. Next question is on FDI. With reference to the foreign direct investment in India, which one of the following is considered its major characteristics? One of the major characteristics, it is largely a non-debt creating capital flow. Non-debt. See, when there is an investment, if you go to the venture industry, VCs, just an example, normally they have two things. That is venture debt and venture investment. Investment is risky. You get a equity for your money. It is risky, but it is not non-debt creating. If you have invested a 1 crore in particular company, if that company fails, okay, you lose 1 crore. That is what investment is. If that 1 crore tomorrow become 100 crore, you make 100x of it. Debt, if when you give a venture debt, you will not lose the money. Even if tomorrow the company goes into a problem, whatever the agreed interest rate and the principal, he has to pay back. So FDI, when it foreign direct investment, it's saying word investment. Investment is always a non-debt creating asset. It's largely a non-debt creating capital flow. The question on FDI is very important. They asked 2 times CDS 2016 and 2013 UPSC. With reference to the international trade of India at present, which one of the following statement is correct? India's merchandise export are less than its merchandise import. Correct. India's merchandise import is around $200 billion. India's export is $130 billion. So we import 80 billion more than the export. So first is correct. India import of iron, steel, chemical, fertilizers and machinery have decreased recently. There is no way it decreases. See, it has two very important elements like chemicals, fertilizers, etc. and machinery. As country grows and country's economy grows, India was a kind of a $300-400 billion economy in the 1991 to a almost 3.9 trillion dollar economy. We import, and as we have done a green revolution, etc., which are purely based on chemicals and fertilizers, the import has improved. Though we started producing many things locally, import has increased. That's a basic awareness. So statement 2 is wrong. India's export of services is more than its import of service, 100%. Because of the IT, etc., we export more than we import. Third is correct. India suffers from overall trade or current account deficit. Correct. What is trade deficit or current account deficit? Is shortfall in import minus export. We import 100 rupees, but we export only 30 rupees. The trade deficit is 70 rupees. So that's a shortfall. So answer in this case is 1, 3 and 4. The answer is D. But this particular question is dropped by the UPSC. We don't know why this question is dropped, but it is dropped. But the basic trade deficit, India's service import versus export, merchandise import export is correct. I think the question, the problem was related to in the statement 2 actually. Here they are given 4-5 elements like iron and steel, chemical, fertilizer, machinery. Few of their import have increased, few has decreased. So that cannot be a part of same set. So that was a problem. This question was removed. Let's go to the next question. The term Western Texas Intermediate, sometimes found in the news, refers to. See, there are normally 3 benchmark for oil pricing. One is Western Texas Intermediate. If you know it little, the Texas in the US is very famous for the crude oil. And petroleum refineries. It's a basic awareness. If you don't know that also, it's fine. The other one is the Western Texas Intermediate, other is Brent and Dubai crude. Another two oil benchmarks are Brent crude and Dubai crude. So answer is A. Next question. In the context of Indian economy, the non-financial debt includes which one of the following? Non-financial debt. See, non-financial debt, first example, the debt instrument that are not a part of financial sectors. What is non-financial debt? Definition is debt instrument that are not a part of financial sector, that are not a part of bank, NBFC, mutual funds, pension funds, etc. Actually, all three are not a part of financial debt. Either it is housing loans owed by the households, amount outstanding on the credit card, and the treasury bills. All three are not a financial debt, or all three are non-financial debts. In India, why are some nuclear reactors kept under the IAEA safeguards while others are not? Because some use imported uranium and others use the domestic. Wherever they use imported uranium, they come under IAEA safeguards. The question related to the uranium and International Atomic Energy Agency is very important. So this question is asked in UPSC 2018, CDS 2017, CDS 2008 as well. India imports the uranium from Russia, Kazakhstan and Canada. All these countries, three countries. Next question is on TRIMS. With reference to trade-related investment measures, TRIMS, which one of the following statements are correct? Quantitative restriction on import by foreign investors are prohibited. So, okay, under the TRIMS, the countries cannot put a quantitative restrictions. Statement is correct. They apply to the investment measures related to the trade in both goods and services. No, they apply to only investment measures in goods, and they are not related, nothing to do with the services. So both trade and goods and services, this statement is wrong. They are not concerned with the regulation of foreign investment. They are not concerned with the regulations of the foreign investments. Even that is true as well. 1 and 3 is correct. Actually, see, if 2 is eliminated, this is eliminated, this is eliminated, this is eliminated. Even if you don't know all three statements, if you just read the TRIMS, the basic is the TRIMS applies to the goods and not services. So by that, just by that logic, you know that statement 2 is wrong. Eliminated, eliminated, eliminated. So C is an answer. This is how you get an answer. To solve the question, you don't have to know all three statements. Sometimes just by knowing one statement you can get an answer. So don't worry about reading 1 or 2 pages on every topic. Just know the basics. That is good enough. Go through the PYQs, exhaust your basic awareness, then apply the intelligent elimination techniques. TRIMS and TRIPS both are very important. They are asked in the TRIMS asked in 3 times in PYQ, 2002, 2010 and 2017. If the RBI decides to adopt expansionary monetary policy, which one of the following would it not do? Again, they are asking which one it would do. They are asking which one it would not do. Cut and optimize the statutory liquidity ratio. They would do it. Say if there are bank has 100 rupee deposit, okay, now it can lend all 100 rupees, correct? If the SLR is 20%, they need to keep 20% as SLR and to the side. They can, I'm not considering CRR, just basic example. If 20% is kept as an SLR, they have 80 rupees to lend. If they cut the SLR, say to 0%, they have to keep SLR 0 rupees, they have all the 100 rupees to lend. This is a basic awareness. Take the example and solve this. Hope you guys understood. If you want, I will explain again. Say if there is 100 rupee deposit with the bank, 100 rupee deposit with the banks, SLR is 20 rupees, they have 80 rupees to lend. In the next case, if they cut SLR, they have, rather than 20 rupee SLR, they have make it to 0, they have all 100 rupees to lend. This is more expansionary. So cutting and optimize the SLR is expansionary. So they will do it. Increase the marginal standing facility rate. Again same, if they have 100 rupees, if they increase the 20 rupees from marginal standing facility, say to 30 rupees, the government will have less to lend. So they have to decrease the marginal standing facility for a government to go do expansionary policy, not increase. So 2 is wrong. They would not do it. What they don't do it, what they will not do is statement 2. Correct answer is 2. Cut the bank rate and repo rate. See, again cutting the repo rate and bank rate, that it means they will lend at a cheaper interest rate. That is also expansionary. So correct answer is 2. Hope you guys understood it. Please thoroughly understand CRR, SLR, marginal standing facility, liquidity adjusted facility, LAF, bank rate, repo rate, reverse repo rate. Please understand by taking example. What is the impact of increasing CRR on the expansionary policy? What is impact of the CRR on tight monetary policy? Please understand these things thoroughly. They are very, very important. Economy is about understanding basic concepts on the banking, on basic economic terms like inflation, purchasing power parity, expansionary policy, tight monetary policy, impact of increasing or decreasing the Fed rate, the treasury bills. It's very basic concepts. Please understand them very thoroughly from one material or few videos, so that you can easily solve 15 question plus from economy. This is an easy score. Economy is actually a very easy score. 15 questions every year they ask. Please be thorough with the basic concept. Again, these questions were asked in the PYQ as well, 1996, 2010 and 2010 CDS. So you will find numerous questions on the same topic. Expansionary monetary policy and tight monetary policy. With reference to the Indian economy after 1991 economic liberalization, consider the following statement. The workers' productivity increased in urban areas while it decreased in the rural areas. See, again the format. This happened here, but it didn't happen there. This, but not that. Wrong. After 1991, because of mechanization, because of more information, knowledge, improving in the skills, technical skills, productivity increased both in urban area and rural area. The productivity increased. Statement 1 is wrong. The percentage share of rural area in the workforce steadily increased. No. After 1991, because of the rapid urbanization, more people moved into urban area. So the percentage of workforce in rural area, I can't say steadily decreased. It decreased and it increased in the urban area. Again, whenever the word steadily comes, that statement is absolutely wrong. So 2 is wrong. The rural area, the growth in the non-farm economy increased 100%. Like we normally read it, the people, percentage of people dependent on agriculture, 70%. Now it has, I think, reduced to 50%. It means people have moved away from agriculture. 3 is correct. The growth rate in the rural employment decreased. This is correct, because people either did agriculture in the rural area or they moved for an employment opportunity in urban area. So the growth rate of employment in the rural area has decreased. Again, if they give a word steadily, drastically it decreased, that statement is wrong. It decreased, 100% true. It's a basic awareness. You don't have to know anything to solve this question. Just basic fundamental awareness about Indian economy will do. You don't have to study to solve this question. Please don't think that I will study and solve this question. No, it is just basic awareness of Indian economy. You just have to relate the things. What happened to the India in urban, like 1991? More urbanizations, more awareness, more mechanization, productivity has increased. People are moving out of the rural area, that is villages, to the urban area. So it's a basic awareness. Next question. In terms of short-term credit delivery to the agricultural sector, district central cooperative banks deliver more credit in comparison to scheduled commercial banks and regional rural banks. See, there is a fact here. Actually, the loan, the credit facility to the agriculture sector, the cooperative gives 12%. Regional rural banks also around 12%. Scheduled commercial banks 76%. 76% of credit facility to the agricultural sector comes from the scheduled commercial banks. It's a fact, it is wrong. One of the most important function of district cooperative banks, district central cooperative banks, is to provide fund to the primary agriculture, correct? See, normally in the above you have NABARD, below NABARD your district central cooperative banks, below you have many PACs, they are called PACs, that is primary agricultural cooperative banks. So this is the hierarchy. So correct answer is B. And question related to district cooperative banks were asked 2 times in the 1997 and 2011 as well. In India, under cyber insurance for individuals, which one of the following benefits are generally covered in addition to the payment for the loss of funds and other benefits? 1. The cost of restoration of a computer system in case of a malware disrupting access to one's computer, it is covered. Cost of new computer if some miscreant willfully damages. See, nobody gives insurance or they cover the loss when somebody willfully damages, if it is proved so. Nobody gives that. So it's too easy to solve this question. Again, this is very basic question. Say I have a bike, I willfully damage my bike. Or I have a computer, I willfully throw that computer after 1 year and say it is somebody else damaged. Even after proving it is willfully damaged, nobody will give me insurance. Eliminate, eliminate, eliminate. See, these are just, you need basic, not even I can say you need to be basic alert. It requires more than awareness, it requires alertness in the exam to find out these traps by the UPSC. The cost of hiring a specialized consultant to minimize the loss in case of cyber extortion. Correct? See, I don't know. These are usually the student don't cover this, but just by the statement 2 you can eliminate and get answer. But 1 or 3 or even 4, the cost of defense in the court of law if any third party files a suit. 1, 3, 4 doesn't sound wrong. 2 is absurd. That statement is absurd and wrong. You can just take that to your car or a bike or a mobile laptop. Say after 1 year I throw my laptop away. I say it is damaged. They prove, it is proved that I have willfully damaged. Then nobody will pay me insurance. It's basic. So that question can be solved in that way. So this is what in this video. Please subscribe to the Simperion IAS YouTube channel. Please join our Telegram group UPSC Mains GS 2024. Press bell button so that whenever we upload a new video, you will get a notification. Visit our website UPSC Mains Previous Years Answer.com. See, we are looking for a content creator for Simperion IAS who have given at least 2 attempts in the UPSC and who are ready to create a video for our YouTube channel, and who is not writing 2024 attempt. If he's writing 2024, it is not possible to do. You will be busy with the prelims preparation or the mains preparation in the future. Who are not giving 2024, at least given 2 attempts. Whatever the compensation in the market, we will pay that. We're looking for a content creator. If you guys are interested, or if any of your friends are interested, please ask them to email us or join our Telegram group, and please ping the admin of the group. So thank you for watching the video.